Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rabbits and squirrels, you guessed it, Bassmanian Devil coming at you one more time. Now in today's video, what I wanted to talk about was the Commando Division. But before I get into that, the gameplay you're going to see was actually recorded yesterday, which would have been Wednesday. I was still on the grind for the 25 kill TDM match for the weekly order. I may or may not achieve it in this game. You'll have to just stay till the end of the video to find out if I finally got that order done. But for the Commando Division, if you remember my other video where Sledgehammer had released the patch notes for the upcoming division that they made us wait all day and most of the evening for, I was very critical about this Commando Division. I had a lot of concerns about the way I was reading things on these patch notes. Now I've had a little bit of time, I've had a couple days to play as the Commando Division and against the Commando Division. So I wanted to take this opportunity to revisit my previous statements and either affirm or disaffirm what I thought. So let's start with the TAC insert. That was my biggest gripe, so to speak, in regards to the new division that we were getting. I'm still not a huge fan of the TAC insert, but I'm going to say that if we are forced to deal with the TAC insertion, the way Sledgehammer did this one is tolerable. It's very counterable. You can see them as they're coming down out of the air. You can shoot their parachute, and unless they're running, I believe it's energetic, whichever basic training it is that prevents you from taking fall damage, if you shoot their parachute while they're descending, they will fall to their death. You can also shoot their body as they're descending and still kill them that way. So it's very, very counterable. Now, on the other hand, while they're descending, they can shoot at you. They can also throw equipment, lethals, tacticals, etc. But one thing that I've noticed in trying to get kills while I'm descending, it's a lot more difficult to get the kill while you're descending than it is for somebody on the ground to kill you while you're descending. So to wrap that one up, the TAC insert, still not a fan of it, but it's tolerable. Now, as far as playing as the Commando Division, in my opinion, this is going to be one of the best divisions that we've gotten so far, as far as functionalities, function-wise goes. Maybe I've just gotten a couple days of really decent lobbies where I'm playing against lower tier players than I am. But that's kind of hard to believe because I'm not a very high tier player anyway. But it's almost like this, with me running the Commando Division, it's turned me into a low tier pubstomper. I'm having really, really good games, and I attribute that to the faster healing process and the fact that you start to heal immediately if you get the kill. So it's allowing me, I won't say it's helping me win more gunfights, but it kind of is. But it's allowing me to win more back-to-back gunfights because I've regenerated my health a lot quicker and I can re-engage a lot sooner. That also is helping because with the Commando Division, as we all know, for multi-kills, you get extra score. Also with headshots, you get extra score. And that was a concern for me as far as requisitions goes, but so far I've not ran into very many commando / requisitions users, but I'm sure it's going to come about. But for me personally, I run the lower score streaks. As you can see on screen, I've got the Molotov, the Recon, and the Counter Recon. Now, my thought process right now is I'm probably going to end up dropping the Molotovs because I don't get a lot of kills with them, and I started to equip those Molotov cocktails when I was playing a lot of objective-based game modes. But since the cavalry division dropped, I feel that it has turned most of the objective-based lobbies into pure shit, because everybody wants to sit in the corner behind the shield with a shotgun or throwing knives or something like that. But I'm not going to get into that. This is more about the commando division. So I've been able to cycle through my score streaks so much more. I pretty much keep a recon plane in the air for most of the game. I actually get them so much now that I forget to use them because I'm not used to earning them so frequently. I find myself going a minute, 2 minutes before I remember, hey, I've got a recon. So what I think I'll end up doing with that is, like I said, dropping the Molotovs and picking up probably a fighter pilot or something like that, and see how that helps me progress. And the 2 basic trainings, let's address that a little bit. I wasn't sure how that would work out, and I'm still not 100% sure. I'm sure there's some extremely overpowered combinations that people will start figuring out. But for what I've been doing so far, I've been running ordnance, which of course lowers the cost of the score streaks, and that's helping me with the extra score cycle through them a lot quicker. And I've also been running, oh, I can't think of the name of it now. The one that once you get a kill, it lets you aim down, fight faster, multi-kills, refills your magazine without having to actually physically reload. But I've not been getting a lot of benefit from that one, so I think I'll end up changing that up, because rumor has it that you can actually pair Blitzkrieg and Ordnance together. So I'm real curious to see if you can, and if you can, how that's going to affect the score streaks, because Blitzkrieg turns them into kill streaks. So if you pair the two together, does that mean it's going to lower the amount of kills that you need to get those streaks? I'll have to play with that to find out a little bit. But I know I'm kind of bouncing here and there and everywhere, but there was just so many things that I wanted to talk about. Like I said, I think this commando division is going to become my go-to division. I've been having a blast playing with it. I've been doing really well with it, and it's not near as annoying as I thought it was going to be when I heard that we were getting it and what this division entailed. But anyway, I've mumbled on here for a little bit. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts on Commando Division are. Are you enjoying it? What do you think about the paratrooper insert? What's your overall opinion on the new division? And if you've gotten to play with the new AR you get for prestiging Commando, what do you think about that gun? I'm kind of excited to play with it. It kind of reminds me of the ABS 36, and I really like the ABS 36. Well, I've rambled on enough that you see there was the score. I fell short of my 25 kill streak once again, or 25 kill game once again, but I'm just going to keep grinding for it. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me for a little bit. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I went 24-7, pretty good game, especially for me. Until the next time, I am Bassmanian Devil, reminding you, you can't catch anything unless you get your bait wet.